Well, it did not take long, but we know who the villain of the Loki series is, as it was one of the big major reveals in the first episode. So let's get to that, and obviously, spoiler warning. So throughout the course of the first episode, we definitely get a crash course on who Loki is and maybe some of the things we haven't had enough time to really explore in the MCU, because quite obviously they had to move on from focusing too much on the villain. Now we know that Loki is going to get his time to shine, and in this, we're going to be seeing a lot more Loki than we thought, because when it comes to the end of the first episode, the big reveal is that the Time Variance Authority needs Loki, specifically that Mobius needs Loki, because they are hunting somebody that is another variant who seems to be ahead of them and is constantly disposing of teams that are sent after them. At the end, we find out that this variant is actually Loki. Not the Loki that we will be following through this series, also quite obviously not the one we saw die in Avengers Infinity War, because that wouldn't make sense either, meaning that there seems to be multiple Loki variants running around. Now, how exactly this could tie everything together and how they're going to explain this is not really hinted towards or even really teased much beyond that final reveal. My guess is that this is slowly going to be established throughout the next 3 to 4 episodes, leading to a giant confrontation at the end of the first season. But of course, this is just one of those things that you have to wait and see play out and see how they're going to handle it. And maybe, for all we know, it could be the Loki we're following right now, because he creates another variant going down the road, because there's just a lot more questions that are still left over when it comes to this first episode. I mean, it literally just establishes the basic pieces, and there's still a lot more to get into. But knowing that Loki has to go after Loki might now indicate exactly why we had so many different Lokis that were cast for the series. Now, how they play into this, obviously, we gotta wait and see. So with that in mind, if you guys would like our entire audio commentary for the first episode, all of our thoughts, theories, and everything we're going to talk about, that will be out to audio commentary members tier later on today.